Hello, everybody. So I wanted to make a quick stock market overview. So looking at the SPY, we can kind of see that we had a pretty bullish day. Now I want to draw this intermediate trend line just in between this trend channel we have here. And you can kind of see that we hit the top of that trend channel. So if we do have this bullish breakout, our next resistance is going to be right around this 20-day moving average, which is 435 on SPY. And then what I would want to see for us to be a little bit more bullish here is for us to close above this previous high that we made right here. That's, let's see, it's about 441. So we will want to close above that and avoid a double top. So basically, we'll be making a higher low and a higher high. So that would be step one to being bullish on the S&P 500. But as of now, we want to see if we get rejected in either this trend line right here or this trend line. And then if we do break above, then the next area would be this 200-day moving average, which is at 445 on SPY. So let's look out for that. And on the downside, this could just be a broader move down, and we could just go right back down and fill this area right at 410, and then we can make an even lower low. So watch out for that. So right now we're basically sitting in between because the downside could be about 404, the upside could be 445 before major resistance. And we got this 50-day curling under, so we could get the death cross. And going on to QQQ NASDAQ, now this 50-day moving average is moving underneath this 250-day. We have this downtrend channel. Let me fix this a little bit. Yeah, that looks a little bit more accurate. So right now we're kind of hanging there in the middle right now as well. Let's see if we could find a intermediate trend line. Yeah, this one seems like it fits pretty well as well. So yeah, you can see we're right there. And if we do break above this, the 20-day moving average is going to be resistance at 434.54. So watch out for that. For me to be bullish on QQQ, even slightly more bullish, because I'm not too bullish right now, is for us to get above 351, because that would mean that we have a higher low and a higher high. And eventually I would want to see us break this 354.55 area and then get above the 50-day moving average at 360.77. So from where we're at right now, the NASDAQ QQQ has quite a bit to go. Now looking at Apple, you can see that Apple is underneath the 100-day moving average. And basically, we look here, the 100-day moving average, let me double check if that's right. Yeah, I guess maybe that was a glitch. Let's look again. I guess for some reason on Webull, my moving averages are kind of messed up, but I'll just talk through it anyways. So this yellow line should be the 100-day moving average, not the 20-day moving average. So what I'm seeing here is that we're actually below the 100-day moving average, and that 100-day moving average sits at 164.57. The 20-day moving average is actually going to go underneath the 100-day moving average here soon. And we're basically underneath this trend line. So for us to be bullish, we have to break above this trend line. We have to get back above the 100-day moving average. Notice that the 100-day moving average also lines up with where this resistance will be on the trend line. So if we get above this 100-day, we get above the 20-day, and then we get back above the 50-day right here at 169.55, then I would say that Apple is looking a little bit more bullish right now. And you can see that we're still within this broader trend channel. So if we ever break underneath this trend channel, which will probably be lined up with the 200-day moving average, that'll be 153.31. So definitely watch out for that. Right now, it's a little bit hard for me to say if Apple is bullish or bearish, but we're kind of just hanging out right there. We'll see if we get rejected, and then we'll have a better idea if it's bullish or bearish. Microsoft right now, it is below the 200-day moving average. We saw this little bounce, and then right here, this trend channel that we're at is lining up with the 20-day moving average. So that 20-day moving average is 293.26. And for us to get even more slightly bullish on Microsoft, we're going to have to get above this 303 area, which will be above the 200-day moving average. And then we're going to have to get above the 50-day moving average at 305, 304.67. And you can also see that we're kind of in between these two trend channels. So right now we're in this downtrend channel, but if we get back above the 200-day moving average, we're getting back into this broader uptrend channel. So that's what we want to see on Microsoft. Now with Google, we can see that we're in this downtrend, but there's also this uptrend going on. So kind of like with Microsoft. So right now we're basically ever so slightly above the 20-day moving average at 266 at 2,668. And our resistance is going to be the 50-day moving average at around 2,729. And then we're going to have to get above the 200-day moving average at 2,754.67 to get back within this broader uptrend channel. Now with Amazon, if you just saw my last video, and if not, I'm going to link it down in the descriptions. Amazon just had a stock split, and they're doing a $10 billion buyback program. So Amazon actually just rocketed in after hours. It's up about $200. So where does that actually take us? That would take us to right around, let me just draw a line for you guys. 970 would be right around 960, 970 is like right there. So I think it's very possible if Amazon doesn't get faded first thing in the morning, it could just go all the way back and fill this area right here at around 3086, 3090. So if we zoom out, it goes all the way back to this area right here where we're just bouncing back and forth. So that could very well be possible. So I do want to note that the 20-day moving average is at 3,013. The 50-day moving average is at 3086. So even if we rally to this level right here, it really only takes us to the 50-day moving average. So we're going to have to crack above the 50-day moving average to be slightly more bullish on Amazon. So right here is the XLF. And you can see XLF doesn't look too good because it broke this trend channel. But what does look good is today's movement. We basically broke through two levels of prior support, which were then acting as resistance. So now we're two areas above, and we closed right here at 36.97. Now, major resistance, in my opinion, is going to be the bottom of this trend channel, which actually lines up with the 250-day moving average at 37.86. And we could see this 20-day moving average is starting to curl underneath this. The 20-day is actually going to curl underneath the 200 days soon, is what I meant to say. Now with Bitcoin, I did in my previous overviews, I was talking about how I think Bitcoin could close the gap at 33,000. It's looking like I'm pretty wrong right now because let me point out that we have this downtrend channel and we recently just had this little breakout right here. So we'll see how far this breakout goes. I mean, is this just a fake out and we're just going to start tanking back down, or is this the start of a new rally, or is this just a rally that's going to hit resistance and we're going to go sideways for a while? So right here, the shorter term resistance is going to be right around here at 42 500-ish, and then the larger resistance is going to be this trend line right here, and that would put us, let's see, right at around 45,000-ish if we get there in a short amount of time. So definitely look out for that. And if we get above the 100-day moving average at 43,836, I think we could probably likely retest this trend line right here. And then if we get above that, then I do think our prospects of getting above the 200-day moving average definitely increase significantly. And then Bitcoin could start going bullish again. So, oh, one last thing. I want to talk about commodities. So if we look at commodities, they fell quite a bit. So let's look at crude. So Sunday night, I made a futures video, and we were looking at crude, and it was like over 120, I believe, or it was something stupid. But anyways, since then it fell quite a bit. It's now at 110. Brent is at 113. These were in the 120s before, and that's significantly why we were selling off. And kind of today's rally is based on weakness in commodities and that news in Russia, Ukraine, where we might actually just forego joining NATO with Ukraine. So I hope this was helpful to you guys, and stay safe in the markets tomorrow. We have CPI, and we'll see how that plays out.